The multiple choice questions or the single best answer examinations like the NEET, UPSC, PLAB, or MRCP, all these examinations are not going to assess your logic, your base, your experience, or your patient management, or any other skills. Only thing that matters here is your skill in solving multiple choice questions. So the point here is to get the maximum correct answers in the provided time. For example, if you are having a very good basic knowledge and you are very good thought process and you handle any difficult questions and you are going to solve a very big problem and you take say about 90 seconds to solve that problem and get the correct answer. On the other hand, there's another guy who's not that good at the problem solving or he doesn't have a very good basic knowledge and all, but he have mucked up that question. He have by hearted that question. So whenever see that question, he get the answer, and he can arrive at the right answer in less than 5 seconds. So that guy will have an 85 seconds upper hand than you in the examination, and this thing determines your position in the examination. So the trump card is to get the maximum number of correct answers in a very minimum time. For that, you should get the answer in a flow, in a reflex manner. And for that, you need practice. You had a great practice over the MCQs. And you should develop a muscle memory so that the answer should come as a reflex. And all these examinations are competitive examinations, and you are going to compete with the average and above average students here. So apart from the normal preparation that everyone will be doing, you should have an advantage to gain in this examination. For that, you have to cut so many disadvantages from your side and should focus on some hidden factors here. First one is that most of these examinations are now computer-based examination. So if you are practiced in a paper-based manner and you came all of a sudden and doing a computer-based thing, that can cause a lot of disadvantages here. Your efficacy will be decreased and your speed will be decreased, and it will be affecting overall score of your examination. So you should practice in a computer-based manner if your original examination is a computer-based thing, and you should gain speed over that. The next thing is the timing. If you are a late night person that used to study late in the night and used to sleep during the day, and all of a sudden you are coming in the examination hall and going to write an exam from the 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. So your body is not used to that timing. So that will cause a lot of problems to the body to adjust with that timing. So that can also affect your efficacy. So for that, you have to practice the examination, the original time of the original examination. And do it every day in that time period. So your body can be adjusted to that time. The next thing is about the duration. Nobody can all of a sudden could sit for 3 hours straight. So you have to practice it. To continuously sit for 3 hours and concentrate for 3 hours. Without practice, you can't gain concentration for that long time. You'll be distracted. You're doing a 10 question and taking break. That will not do here. You should practice as like the original examination. Original number of questions and the original amount of time. You have to practice over that, so that you get some advantage over that. And you'll be very used to that timing and the number of questions. Next is about the reading. So most of the questions are clinical scenarios and they're big paragraphs. So you should gain a speed pace over the reading. If you're a video guy and you are all of a sudden going to read such big paragraphs there, then it will be a problem for you. For that, you have to practice reading, and you should increase your pace of reading so you can finish off a big paragraph at a stretch, and you and remember everything in that. The next thing is that about the technique. If you are having a technique of solving the MCQ and you are practiced with that, and the day before the examination your friend comes and tells there is a much better technique and it is very easy, and you are going to change that, that will become a big disaster in your examination. You should do the same technique which you have practiced. So for that, you have to identify the best suitable technique for yourself. It will vary to individuals. So you should find your technique which is suitable for you, and you should practice in it, and you should follow that in the examination. You should do sudden changes. And if you have practiced and well organized or algorithmic approach to a MCQ, and you are doing it for a long time and you have practiced over it, so it will be very easy for you to do that examinations and approach all the questions and get the right answer in a very limited time. And this one also decreases the mistakes in it and the confusions in it. And without having a proper technique of going zigzag, that will consume a lot of your time and a lot of your efficacy, and it will definitely affect your score. So to get a good position in the examination, the main thing is to save the time and minimize mistakes and minimize confusions. All this can give a high yield in the examination. And for that also, you should have a very good practice in doing the MCQs. And all these MCQ examinations are not that big deal of examination. Most of them you can simply prepare about 8 to 12 weeks of time. But the thing is that you have to practice and practice and practice over it. And you have to get used to all those questions or the pattern of questions, and you have to adjust your timing, and you have to create your own technique or your own method of solving the things at a higher paces, so you can get an advantage of over the common population. So all the best for your exam. Do well.